What's good, y'all? I'm Nick,
I'm Lawrence.
and we just saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Before we say what's real, please like, comment, and subscribe to you boys, all right?
Hello.
I wasn't really looking forward to this movie because, I don't know, it's another Spider-Man. But I am glad I saw this movie. I enjoyed this movie way more than I enjoyed the live-action ones they do. And I think it's going to make a lot of money. I'm very happy for my boy, Donald Glover. He made his little appearance, and I loved Issa Rae's character. And the music. The music was a nice plus to it as well. I do not like the cliffhanger, but before we go deep into it, what you think?
So, just got a question for you. So, this is gonna be like a reoccurring thing for you.
What part?
Last week, really was looking for him, Little Mermaid, but boom, you know what I'm saying? Loved it. And now this is second week in a row. I really was looking forward to Spider-Man, but boom, blows it out the water. You think it's better than all the live action Spider-Mans. It's like a normal thing. We'll be doing this every week with you now.
Yeah. Truthfully, I mean,
this is like a normal thing for you, I see.
And when we see the Flash, I'm gonna be hyped for the Flash because I want to see the Flash. I didn't want to see this that much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was excited for this movie because the first one was very, very good. So, and I definitely messed with this Miles Morales. Now, I will say this was a great movie. I'm always going to talk about the positives first before I talk about anything that I did not like. Positives, like he said, it was good seeing Issa Rae, love her in Insecure. She's a great producer, director of other things as well. So it was good seeing her, Donald Glover, like he said, from Atlanta. I really messed with that. Also, just the story of this, like the whole storyline of this movie was great. They kind of got me in the beginning because it was like a lot about Gwen in the beginning. I was kind of like, man, like when we don't get to Miles, like it took a little minute to get to him. But once it did get to him, I really like the story of like the family and him wanting to go to the Spider-Verse and check out more things, and then him finding out that he wasn't really supposed to be a Spider-Man the whole time. And that was it was just a really, really good thought out story. You know what I'm saying? Like I really enjoyed how much work they put into the story. As he said, that cliffhanger, that was disgusting. And it is a money grab. I can understand it's a money grab. And it's gonna get us to come see the next one for sure. Because we were real hyped. Because when it was climaxing, that's when they ended the movie. So they got you exactly where they wanted you. Hook, line, and sinker.
And don't worry, I will be excited for the next one.
You're definitely gonna be excited for the next one because look at the way you sounding. They got you, so I know you're gonna be excited about the next one.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna look forward to it. Don't make me wait 5 years.
No, it's next year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's in March of next year. It's gonna be, cool. Hey, it's a great birthday present for both of us. I can tell you that now. Great birthday present for both of us. You got some more positives you want to touch on?
Positives. It had a nice vibe to it. It felt fresh. It wasn't corny. And Spider-Man the jokes are great. I think I can really get into this being like a new thing for the new generation. Like, cause we had, the old Tobey Maguire and all this. I hope they really maximize this crowd and they really take it going forward. And they just, I don't want 5, 6, 7 Miles Morales. I'm not saying that, but I would like them to keep the momentum running because this was really good. My positives are just everything was good. There's really nothing too bad except I did think it was too long. I think it was too long. And for it to be that long just so they can slap a coming soon or to be continued, I didn't think that was necessary. That's my only negative. That's the only negative.
2 hours and 20 minutes and not an ending. No finishing the story, nothing like that. And I am excited for Miles Morales' story to end. So, like, it's fine. We're going to definitely go. We're going to enjoy the next one. It's not many negatives. It really just a couple. I always can find one or two. Spider horse, spider cat. I mean, it just was a little bit. It was like, man, this is getting ridiculous. When they went to the spider thing, seeing all the animals, I'm okay with the people. That's cool to me. That's great. Even like seeing like even back in the day, but it was like the animals and stuff when it meowed and It was like, it's just like kind of ridiculous. And then the horse and Miles Morales asking the horse straight up, like, why do you wear a mask?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, the animals to me is like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But I did like the meme though, when they said, we're looking for Spider-Man, hit the meme, the Spider meme. I love that. That was funny. Like I said, I don't have really any negatives except that. I'm not really with the animals. That right there to me is just like, they're just really shooting for comedy there.
It's just it's a multiverse. That's why I don't like the multiverse type stuff.
Because you can do anything in the multiverse.
They do anything.
You can do anything you want.
There's no boundaries. They can cross all sort of lines. One positive, and I don't want to make a big deal of it, but I love the number of black Spider-Mans that they thrown in there. I love that. Personally, me being black, that's what I want. Hey, I got my little brothers. I'm gonna take them to see this movie. They're gonna be happy to see black Spider-Mans. I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, but I just wanted to say that. I appreciated it.
Well, let me say something else. I don't want to talk about just blacks. I do like the bilingualness. I like the bilingual with the mom and the family and the vibe, the food, you know what I'm saying? I loved all that, you know what I'm saying? It don't only have to be a black thing. It can be an all culture thing. They actually thrown more than just that in. One of the Spider-Mans, they went to his universe and he was, I don't want to mess it up, I don't want to say.
They were very inclusive.
Yeah, there was a lot of different ethnicities.
Yes.
And even like Hobie, right? He was black, but he was English,
London.
Yeah, London. Like, it was good. It was good seeing all the diversity. I will say that was a great, great look. And that backstory, right? Of like all the Peter Parkers and how someone has to die for the algorithm to continue. I thought that storyline was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know, whoever the writers and directors of this is, y'all need to come do some of my shows, because god damn, like, y'all gotta come do my shows. Some of this stuff was fire.
It makes you wonder, are they a part of the same,
they're not.
room as Marvel? Because I don't know.
They're not.
Because the Thor love, come on,
man. They're not.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever they're doing with this, I hope they continue it moving forward. I hope it's not just like, hey, it's an animation, so we got to make sure we put our best foot forward, because mostly all the animations of all cartoons, of all the superheroes, they're always on point. They're never trash, because they feel like, oh, it's a cartoon, we can draw whatever we want. And when it comes to live action, they fall short. But they show us time and time again, when they animate it, on point. It's better than the other Spider-Man. I love them. They're good. But they don't do this.
You know what I told you about the last Spider-Man? It was a nostalgia grab. If we bring everybody back, you are going to love it. And that's what got everybody. They loved it because of nostalgia.
Tobey Maguire,
Andrew Garfield, yes, they're all together.
People
they teamed up.
I don't care about that.
All the clapping. Yeah, I don't care about that either. That's not a good storyline. That's easy to bring back Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin. That was when it was at its best, sure. But why could you give me a new, fresh villain?
Yes.
Spot was dope. Spot is dope. I wish we actually would see more of him, because it started not to be as much about Spot once he got into that universe. It was about him having to escape from Miguel.
Well, the way they wrote it, the pacing of it is like, okay, we're gonna bring in Spot, and they let him go like right under the rug, and then we focus on is his name Miguel?
Yeah, Miguel. Yeah,
Miguel is like the all justice Spider-Man who's trying to stop everything. Man, I'm like, bro, what is wrong with him?
The way he was acting,
tweaking.
The way he was acting was funny.
So I get it. He went through some hardships and he's trying to do everything on his own, whatever. But the way he took the like villain in this role, it distracted us from Spot. And so I was like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. They stopped. Yeah. They got away from Spot, who was doing a great, phenomenal job.
Now, if I had. And the way they do it, the way the pacing is, you don't think about it. You're not like, oh man, I wonder what Spot is, because they're just keeping it going. They're pushing you. There's like, oh, so much stuff going.
They spent an hour, bruh. That's why it was so long. They spent an hour really in the Spider-Verse, that whole verse they were in. Yeah. Him getting out, bruh. Him getting out took like 30 minutes. When he decided, I'm not gonna do this, and he got out. That whole thing, remember, it stopped and he was with Peter. Peter was with the baby, telling him to hold the baby and all that other stuff. It was a long time. The train.
And I don't want to make this sound like a negative, but why do we have to get the Gwen in the beginning? Because if you look
That's what I was thinking.
If you look at it from a different angle, if you start it right when they show Miles, the movie makes a lot more, it just makes sense.
Yes.
But when she's in the beginning, it's just like,
Yes, bro. To me, I said this. Man, I'm looking at the movie. I'm like, it seemed to me that it was not only really about Miles Morales. It seemed like they're giving you Gwen's backstory too. It seemed like it's about both of them. It doesn't only focus on Miles, because every time we see something with Miles, we would see something with Gwen. Remember Gwen? She had to go back to her regular place or whatnot, and then she got to make up with her dad. They didn't have to show all that.
They didn't have to, but
it's because it's about not only about Miles, it's about Gwen as well. I think it's about both of them.
But we can ramble all day about it. That's how good the movie was.
Yes.
But I'm gonna jump out there and give my full review and my rating.
Right.
9.5. 9.5.
Yeah. So folks, he likes to copy mine, so he went first. So I'm gonna make sure this time that I don't copy him. And I'm gonna go 9.7.
Oh,
9.7. I'm giving this movie a 97 out of 100. This movie was amazing. If you got kids, go take your kids. If you don't have kids, take your girl, take your man, take whoever, take your parents. Everyone will love this movie. Family friendly movie for sure. Tell them.
Everybody go see this movie. That say what's real. I wish I could light spider web and shit off. That'd be good.